is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who see it? The bad boys arrest me. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy, see the race like the street. If you don't know, you better find out the Wolfpack. Here to prove a point, number one, just believe that you don't wanna tussle with them or be avoid of them. Come in the ring with them, you're never walking out again. Turn your back on the Wolfpack. Turn your back on the Wolfpack.
What it do, fellas? What it do?
What's going on? What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
What it do? Y'all
Yes,
like
sir.
y'all like y'all intro?
Absolutely.
Yes, I do. Very much so.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I've been working on that for days trying to build that. build that. I need something.
You gotta show me how to do that shit.
Respect to the editor. Yeah. Respect, man.
I need something cool when I bring up the fellas. Something real cool. The Wolfpack.
And thank you very much, CJ, for having me here, man. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Appreciate the invite.
Yeah. See what happens when you. Yeah. So, question: why do y'all hate? Why? I mean, is it y'all? The reason why y'all up here is because y'all too lame, too square, too awkward to get some pussy. And who hurt you?
Don't forget, we light skinned and light skinned ain't in.
Yeah, y'all light skinned. Y'all not even in no more.
I got the gray. They don't like the grays.
Look, and I don't got no good light skin features. I don't got the light eyes. I don't got no good hair. I'm the wrong kind of light skin.
I don't got the bow legs, so. You know.
So go ahead and take a shot at the question.
You want to go, Coach?
Yeah, no problem. I will. I'll take it from here. So who hurt me, etc. Right? Why do I not like Black women? Considering the fact that like the last 3 decades of my life have been dedicated to Black women that I, in the long-term relationships, absolutely loved, no Black woman hurt me. What hurt me was their behavior and my choice to remain in those situations. But it was definitely their behavior. It was definitely their behavior. It's a rebellious nature that fights against absolutely everything progressive, and not in the political sense, but in the socially moving together as an entity, i.e. family, a unit, to build something. It's complete combativeness. No foresight, no plan, randomness, a sugar high.
That's a good way to put it.
You want to take it from here, Kofa?
Yeah, so
I absolutely love. I've absolutely loved, and to a fault, within short span, which could be respected as about 6 months or so, absolutely fall head over heels for women in the past. Absolutely have. And these were Black women that I absolutely adored in their natural being through and through. I can say that with my full chest, and was betrayed by their behaviors.
Definitely. Go ahead, Carl.
It's my turn. So we don't hate Black women. I think CIP established that. It is the behaviors that we have seen that have transitioned. Because just like you said, TJ, those people that went through that real racism back in the day, they're still here. So we also grew up with those families that were still here through that real racism. So even I haven't been married, but I know what a marriage is supposed to look like, at least on the surface. Again, my parents have been married going on 46 years this summer. And people will say, Kofa, well, that ain't your marriage. You don't know what your family had going on. You don't know what your parents had going on. You don't know how many times your mom almost left your daddy was out there creeping, this, that, and the third. Granted, that's true.
You ain't supposed to know.
But the fact is, they're still together.
Right.
Now, I just like CIP said, all it takes is something to fizzle out. And this isn't new. Like, the conversation bothers me, but it doesn't bother me because the conversation isn't new. I've been having this conversation. Me personally, I'm putting on Kofa. I've been having this conversation of what's wrong with Black men, why y'all hate us, this, that, and the third, since fucking college. And we're looking at the checklist of what women say they want versus who they respond to, like the guys in the picture you showed. So again, we don't hate you. I just love you enough to tell you the truth about yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the problem comes in. Like something real quick, something you also led off with was the sole responsibility of the woman is choosing who gets born and who they procreate with, right?
Who becomes a father.
And what I was listening to, the one word you used where you slipped up was responsibility. Flip it on his head. Women want the authority without the responsibility. Men end up getting the responsibility, child support, taking care of family. You're supposed to pick up these kids that ain't yours. Men end up picking up the responsibility and don't have none of the authority.
No domain.
Yeah.
We end up having to fight inside of our own families, especially if you're a brother that came from a family of women. Even if your mother, grandmother, auntie, sister don't like her, I can't stand that bitch. I don't know why you made my grandbaby with her, but I know how she feel as a woman.
Kobe,
I know how she feel as a mother.
I'm going through like this in a life step with my mom right now, right? So my grandmother's 84 years old, and over the last couple of years I've been tiptoeing about trying to realign like how she engages with me like a child. You know what I mean? Like I'm supposed to be a child.
Mm-hmm.
And this issue with my mother is so fucked up because my mother has 6 children, including me, and there's only one adult.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to point out this very fact to my grandmother. I said, you have spent your entire life with trying to put your thumb on everybody, and that everybody needs to bow to you and bow to your authority to the point where there's the only person who can take care of business is 347 miles away because everybody is a goddamn child. I said to her, just you cussing. I said, I'm almost 50 fucking years old. And I said, Henrietta, I cuss when I want. You don't like it, deal with it. I'm not cussing at you. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm a grown ass man. I said, I am jeopardizing my life, what I got going on where I'm living at now, because I got to come deal with bare basic problems that my siblings and your children, which is her siblings, can't deal with, and you too old because you don't have the energy, the tenacity, or the understanding of what's going on. So I got to do it. This is the problem when we try to keep, and I'm telling this, when we go out of our way to try to make sure that we don't grow our people up when we're supposed to grow them up. This is why I brought up the Loving versus Virginia story about how they think that we don't, that we get accused of hatred. I don't want to brush over the fact that that's very profound, Kofa and CIP, that our women call us, that we hate them, but every decision that they are left up to make is nothing but a slap in our face.
For reference on Loving v. Virginia, just to add to the fire, add to it, that was 8 years before I was born. My father moved to a street in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, where our next door neighbor was basically a protester that did not want inners, did not want spics, did not want anybody other than pure whites in that neighborhood. He and my father would have police called, and I remember this as a child because of the racial conflict between those two gentlemen. So Loving v. Virginia was very much something that was right there in my backyard. And the social repercussions and social vibe of what it was back then. People fail to realize that was 8 years before I was born, and it extended until I can remember as a child. We can remember 8 years back in the presidency, history, the C-19. We know these things just recently within our lives and how much people have changed. So you think from the time Loving v. Virginia, everybody was kumbaya on some everybody racial unity, what is it, Rainbow Coalition bullshit, Jesse Jackson? No. Oh, no, no, no. And our women were fighting for what?
For the right to marry a white man.
Go Google Loving V Virginia and go to images, ladies and gentlemen of the chat. Go to images. Interracial marriage club. You want to be part of the interracial marriage club? We're going to go protest in Washington. The fuck?
But we hate them.
We hate them.
But they choose they choose to go out and fight for their right to. I'm not. This ain't a knock on the white man. I do enough of that every day at the job.
We on the white man's platform right now.
Right. But this, they choose to go fight to marry the white man, and then they reproduce
with them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's status quo. That's literally status quo. That's like the average bar for baby daddy.
Literally.
And then it's
hey Kofa, real quick. Hey, no, not Kofa. If you know, we have friendly black women, you know, that are friendly to our understanding in the chat. But for those who don't, I got a question for these women. Is this your king?
Is this your king? Huh? Is this your king?
These are your kings?
Yes.
And then you want us to come back and take care of their defective, demon, unruly kids. And here's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you bet all 5 of these dudes share the same baby mama?
Oh, if not, if not, and it's NYC with the 50% AB rate, she was a pass around and she didn't AB them all.